The following Let's Play has been rated not safe for young children. Any attempts to break the game are for entertainment value only. However, if any typos happen to be found, Mwahaha! Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game! When we last left off, we were actually making some progress in the story! No, I mean like seriously, I can get that whole deal with the whole mystery. It's a mystery of what's going on as we're trying to go through the game, trying to figure out what's going on. But the entire game up until now has been nothing but a wild goose chase. And I think the mystery has been kept from us unsolved for a little longer than it should. But at least we're finally finding some answers. Not complete answers, mind you, but answers nonetheless. We know that the light in the sky, wherever it is, we're not going to say anything because the sun is covered up. But there's a connection between the light in the sky, some scientist named Oberkotter, and the Chaos. And the Chaos, for some reason, don't want whatever knowledge Oberkotter gained to be spread around. Also, we got a new party member. Let's put him out in front. That's not how you put him out in front. This is how you put him out in front. 'Cause since we got a new party member, we gotta show him off. And here we have to load the map again. Seriously, why does it have to do that? Does the menu take up that much memory? But anyway, here we have to go outside. I am not dealing with this slowdown. Wow, this guy's a good runner. I'm just going to keep him out. Anyway, we have Aquila, who is a bearded wolf. I've heard of Maine wolves, but not bearded wolves. So let's check out his stats and stuff. Oh, first off, everybody reached level 6. You really should have notified us when we hit these levels up, because this is not the first time where I did not notice that we leveled up. So, some sort of, I don't know, like after the boss battle, say something like, everyone leveled up to level 6 or something like that. But anyway, since we're at level 6 now, let's go ahead and find out what we got here. Obviously, we're going to have some new skills. Yep, we got Tainted Blade for Hrothgar. A sword strike that does a high amount of damage and may poison the target. I'm all for that. Although we've also got Ariel with the Rusted Sword that does the same thing, so I may not be worried too much about trying to poison enemies, although I will say that it is a little bit more powerful than the Magic Sword. Magic Sword also steals MP, or drains MP, but I think bosses have more MP than it's worth using this. So let's see here. Now we got Lester, who I think this is almost full. Maybe it is full. Anyway, we got Prayer, a recovery spell that heals a party member for 80 HP. It's about time he'd learn another healing spell. I mean, he's had nothing but this Vitalize thing that only heals 15. And now we got Aquila, who I'm fairly certain does not have a healing spell. Now that we no longer have Jakala with his spell that heals everybody, so this is gonna be very useful. Let's see, it takes 30 MP, so I could use it 6 times in battle. Come to think of it, now that Jakala's not in my party anymore, I'm probably gonna be using more items. Anyway, along with that, we got Amplify, a magic spell that increases the magic attack power for the party. So, let's see. Used to be War Song, which increased 20 extra damage per person. So now we got 30 extra damage per person. No wait, never mind, that's magic attack power. I'm not sure how effective that'll be. I guess we'll find out what 30 points actually does. Then we have Ariel, who has a lot more magic to learn, considering that her spell list when in battle, it goes way down there. There's a whole lot of empty slots. So we got Neutron Blade now, a strike that sends electrical waves to all targets. Nice. And finally, we got Aquila, who has these stats, by the way, compared to Hrothgar, Lester, and Ariel. Aquila is not very lucky, so whatever item I give him, it's going to be one that increases his luck. Oh, and he's got these items, including the Lupo Axe, which I guess I don't need to be buying. So let's go to his skills. We got 5 skills to look at here. We got Laser Swipe, a spell that causes a laser beam to hit all enemy targets. Frost Blade. Wait, don't we already have somebody with Frost Blade? Yeah, it's this spell. So it's basically the same thing. A little bit more powerful to compensate for his lower magic attack, I guess. And we got Icicle, a basic ice. Oh wait, that's also something we already have. Lester has that. These are weak spells so far. Arrow Rain, on the other hand, is completely new. I'm fairly certain. A spell that calls a rain of arrows from the sky may stop the target. I'm not entirely sure how long stop lasts, but if it can work against a boss, that's going to be a bit overkill, too powerful, I don't know. Just one enemy. Alright, and then we got Moon's Tear, which we saw a boss use a little while ago. A spell that causes a meteor to crush the enemy target. And it is really powerful. That's the thing with Aquila. He's going to be our heavy hitter magic user. We had Chanticleer, who had the spells that hit everybody. So they were kind of powerful, but not extremely powerful. Actually, they were one hit killing a lot of enemies. But now we got this guy who's going to have that. And that's it. Oh, and I'm going to go ahead and give him the Ring of Solomon, which is not in that menu. My mistake, not the Ring of Solomon, the Ring of Jupiter. We're going to give him the Ring of Jupiter. Ring of Solomon, I've decided whenever I'm going to go up against a boss battle, because it's fairly obvious usually when I'm going to hit one, I'm going to have Lester just equip that since it does that. And the Ring of Judith, I'm saving for Chanticleer whenever he gets back. So let's go ahead and equip this to Aquila. And now that's it. Now, there is something I really need to discuss with you. Well, actually, I already discussed this with Chronicle Games, but hold on, I'm kind of curious if there's anything new that people say. Nope, nobody's saying anything new. Anyway, the thing I wanted to discuss. I already talked to Chronicle Games about this. Everybody out there who is making a game, an RPG or whatever, you really need, when you give the player a new objective, you really need to remind us where we need to go in case we forget. Because as it turns out, Wolfboy here actually did tell me where the lab was, where Oberkotter's lab was, but only during the cutscene. When I talked to him again, he said, go to the lab, but he didn't tell me where it was. And that is why I got lost for 40 minutes. Oh, there's the sun. We're going to call that the light in the sky, because as it turns out, the moon actually goes through phases, which is actually kind of cool. Alright, we're supposed to be going to some tunnel which is off in that direction. However, I really want to find out if I can access that sign that's in this cave here now. Speaking of which, that's another thing I need to bring up. When I initially encountered that sign, okay, if this was a commercial game and I came up to that sign and it didn't do anything, I would think, okay, well, it doesn't do anything now, maybe, but it's in the secret room, so maybe something will happen if I come back later. But this is an RPG Maker game. Aw, I can't go back to the sign? Are you serious? Whatever. I'll talk about the sign anyway. But this is RPG Maker. People have glitches in RPG Maker. And in fact, when I came up to that sign and it didn't do anything, it had that little icon in the corner of the screen, and I figured, well, maybe it's glitched. Like I said, if this was any other game, I would have figured, oh, maybe I'll just come back later. But here I thought it was a glitch. I had no reason to expect to come back to it later. And the only reason I know that it is something special is because Chronicle Games told me. So, what I would have done was, whenever I first encountered that sign, I would have said something like, there's something suspicious about this sign, and I would have tried figuring out if there was any secret walls or anything in there. But when I found nothing, I would have assumed, well, maybe I'll just come back later. Alright, so here's the tunnel. Let's go inside. Because now we can probably go inside. Yep, we are not being told to get out of here. I'm tempted to give Aquila some of these guys' items, but I imagine that it's going to be filling up pretty quickly. Do I see an invisible... breakable. Do I see a breakable wall already? No. No, the wall is just shaped funny as all. What is that door? I guess it's just a regular door. Yeah, it's like the doors in the fire cave, I guess. So, nothing to... Oh, wait a sec. This is a room, isn't it? Oh, wait, never mind. It goes off in different directions. This was looking like I'd be entering the room and then some cutscene or something would happen. Alright, we got that way and we got that way. I'm going to go this way first because I said it first. But first we're going to have a battle. Are we going to have new enemies? No. Oh, I see a treasure chest. I forgot to mention, the reason I had Aquila equip the Ring of Jupiter was because he's out in front, and if he's not using magic, he's going to be wanting to attack. So the extra strength and the extra luck will come in handy. Meanwhile, Chanticleer with the Ring of Judith, well, he just gets it because he just gets it. Because he's not getting it, and he's not getting it, pretty much. Well, Lester is getting this because he's in the back row, so he could use the magic attack boost. Alright, so let's see what we got in here. We got a treasure chest. That's probably all that's in here. Possibly. There was 300 gold inside, and a delicious cake. Is this breakable? No. I'm really paranoid about these breakable walls. And we got more doors. Oh goodness, there's a boss door? Really? Huh. Alright then. Let's just explore the rest of these rooms and we'll deal with that when we get there. A shepherd's cane? That's a new one. Let's see here. Shepherd's cane. It's obviously going to be for Lester. Strong versus ghosts. A cane used by many shepherds in guiding their flocks. Oh, well, let's see here. Do we already have that? Alright, so this is... Okay, it's definitely more powerful. Extra 5 points on both of those. So, let me clear out Lester's inventory and equip that. See, this is a better way of handling giving out equipment and treasure chests. You don't give out old equipment, you give out new equipment. Alright, next up. Breakable wall? No. Battle. You know, as long as I'm going into this fight here, I might as well show off some of the new skills that we got. No new enemies, but that's okay. So, Hrothgar, he's got Tainted Blade. And, wow, he's got a lot more to learn. Tainted Blade, so let's use it. And that was Tainted Blade. Next up, Neutron Blade, which hits everybody. I should have used that in that last fight. Oh, that's right, the skeleton's immune to magic. Alright, and then we got all these skills. But we've pretty much seen all of them anyway, either from us or... Well, actually, we didn't see laser swipe, so let's take a look at that. Wow. Yep, that's a laser. Apparently that guy's immune to lasers too. And we have no reason to use either of those, so we'll just save them. Ancient Hex. Alright. It's a too bad Jetkala isn't with me. I could really use the healing right there. Oh well. And we got an antibiotic from that fight. I'm glad that there's a save point here. Well, let's just keep exploring. I'm glad that I haven't had many enemies poison me. I am almost certain there is a breakable wall in here. Is this it? Yes. Let's start with the not very good looking treasure chest first. A colorless elixir. I'll accept that. I'll be using plenty of those now. Meanwhile, in here, a blue sword. Ooh. That's probably going to Rothgar. You're not going to believe this, but Akila's inventory is already almost full. We need to actually find out what that does, don't we? Blue sword. A sword whose blade is forged from a strange blue metal. Also strong against ghosts. Are we going to be finding a lot of ghosts in the near future or something? Tell you what, that's going to be helpful in the training center. And there were some ghosts there that kicked my butt. So, an extra 5 points of damage there. If my inventory gets full, I'll know what to throw away. What's over here? Another treasure chest. Any breakable walls? None that I can see. So let's just open this up, and we get holy water and phoenix egg, and oh gosh, and goes my inventory space. So of course I just threw away the stuff that I don't need anymore, the old equipment that just now became inferior. And now we go fight a boss, who apparently is guarding the exit to the cave. Hold on, everybody. I forgot to equip Lester's thing. I'm gonna reset. Be right back.